When I first saw the completed remodel, I just thought, I'm home. It was everything that I dreamed of. Every room, as you move through the rooms, feels like home. It's everything that we thought. We handpicked everything, every color, every piece of furniture, all the details that Ryan Reed helped us achieve just makes us have such a warm feeling inside. To pick what a favorite feature is, this is like trying to decide who's your favorite child. There are so many great features to this house. One, I love the brick. The brick throughout, we did a complete gut pretty much on the entire house. So in my mind, we could have found brick. There's brick in the fireplace, there's brick in other places. So the exposed brick is great. All the little details in the kitchen, in the bar with the antique glass and the chicken wire inside the cabinets. The windows are gorgeous. So we did black on the inside, white mullions on the outside. But bringing the black on the inside, we're surrounded by trees and it's so beautiful. And what I realized is when you make the inside darker, it makes the outside really come in. Oh, the bathrooms. The bathrooms. I am just such a sucker for a 1920s bathroom. You cannot beat white subway tile and black. Black and white is so clean, it's so classic. So even though we were doing a little bit of a modern update on an old home, I insisted that the bathrooms stay with the 1920s feel. There was no way that this home could have modern bathroom, except for the powder room. So the powder room was an add-on. It was not an original to the home. It was an addition that was added before we bought the house. But because of the mood and the feel of my first floor with the dark colors and the dark kitchen, the powder room is right off the kitchen. And I knew this little tiny jewel box that I could really go crazy in terms of the tile on the floor. I have a soft spot in my heart for birds. So throughout the house, there's a little bit of touches of birds and a little bit of a bird theme. And the wallpaper, as soon as I saw the Cynthia Raleigh wallpaper of the black with the gold birds, I said, that's it, and that is the whole inspiration. One of my philosophies is I like the way old things look, but I like the way new things work. So we really worked very hard together to try to incorporate and keep the character of the house, but incorporate new technology and new styles into the home. My experience with the design phase was the best part. I had a lot of ideas. I saved a lot of clippings from magazines over the years. I love going in people's homes. Every time I travel, especially if I'm in a city at night and somebody has lights on, I will walk very slowly to try to get a peek into someone's house. So it was so fun to sit down with the design team and really talk about what we could do with this old home. One of the things I was very passionate about is that I wanted brick in the home. I've always liked the look of exposed brick. And when we were designing the kitchen, my husband's a chef and he does all of the cooking, so we wanted more of a masculine kitchen. We also do a lot of entertaining, so I wanted it to feel more like a room than a bright white kitchen. And I thought if I was gonna do a dark kitchen, the brick would be a great way to add texture to a room that doesn't really have a lot of texture to it. It's a lot of cold surfaces, you have stone, you have appliances. And then once I saw the brick go up on the wall, I went back and I said, we've got to bring this pretty much in every room that makes sense. So we brought it into the hallway, I brought it in my bedroom, I brought it in my closet, and they were just great about really extending that throughout the house. Well, the room that we spend the most time in is the kitchen. I think the kitchen is always the heart of the house. I also enjoy this room very much. So we're sitting right now in, I guess I would call it a sitting room. So now that we've expanded the house a little bit, we now have this lovely room where there's no TV. We're big music people. We have our piano, we have our record player. We can sit here by the fire and just really talk, sit and have a drink, talk to the kids, talk to friends. So this room is great. Also, I have these beautiful light fixtures that came from Savannah, Georgia. So I call them the earrings of the room. They're really like the jewelry of the room. My closet. My closet was a special treat. I waited a long time to have a special closet. So that is my sanctuary, my personal sanctuary, where I am surrounded by all my beautiful things. It's very girly. When my girlfriends come over, we like to drink champagne and hang out in my closet. I know, which sounds crazy, but I have the Sonos playing up there, and it really feels like a little boutique, so it's really special. One of the great things about Ryann Reed and their service is that it was all inclusive. So that is really one of the reasons we wanted to work with them. It wasn't just, okay, let's talk to an architect, and then we got to go out and find a general contractor. So it was all in bundled service, which I like. I just want to be one and done and be as efficient as I possibly can. So the fact that they had multiple lines and divisions all under one roof, but more importantly, they were talking to each other and they were all working for me, and it really showed. The advice that I would give to someone looking to remodel their home is make sure you know what you want. And probably more importantly, make sure you know what you don't like. And if you don't have some conviction in either your style or your preferences, it's going to be overwhelming for you. In terms of recommendations, I've already recommended Ryann Reed to most of the people in my neighborhood. One of the things I've said to everybody is how great they were, that it really feels like you're dealing with a family and not a huge corporation. You're dealing with people who are accountable to you, people who cared about myself, my children, how the renovation may have been disrupting their lives. Was everybody getting everything that they needed? I would always tell the guys, one time I walked outside and they were all like sitting in their cars having lunch. I'm like, go sit in my yard, sit on my patio furniture, go swimming in the pool. Like, you're all working so hard. Like, at this point, I feel like you're family. I feel like you're family. And I still feel that way. They were just really wonderful. And as I mentioned, you didn't feel like you were dealing with like a cold contractor or anything like that. You were dealing with people that really cared.